good time. Prepare to be blinded by the sun.
Hi homies! I've ghosted you. Kind of like the ex that texts you I miss you on Christmas and then you don't hear from them until your birthday.
It's so disrespectful.
I never said I was a perfect person. YouTube consistency is a sick cycle. But I'm back in your life like the 10th wave of coronavirus. If this is your first time here, my name is Tania and I make a mess of a lot of DIYs and I glue my fingers together. A lot. If this isn't your first time, welcome back to the Disaster Network. A few weeks ago on the Instagram, I put out a poll that asked you guys if you wanted to see a DIY patio video or if you wanted to see a thrift shopping video. And 67% of you said you wanted to see this video, so don't blame me if it disappoints. My personal problem with thrift store videos is that you can never find the same exact thing that someone else buys. I know in my head that I can't have it. It's like emotional tug of war. Why would you put yourself through that type of trauma? Raise your hand if you like trauma. It's a sick, sick cycle. With that being said, my favorite videos to watch are thrift store haul videos. You know why? Because I like to see people spend their money, so I feel better about spending my money. It's a sick, sick cycle. I've already planned out the next month of DIYs on this channel because the crazy person living in my head is obsessed with planning, very little execution. So, shameless plug, hit the subscribe button if you want to see how I transform all of these things that I got from the thrift store in upcoming videos. Okay, so I went to 2 thrift stores over the last 2 weeks. And I also put a poll on Instagram and I asked you guys, out of these 3 items or these 3 vessels, which one would you pick? And there was an overwhelming response to vessel number 2. Well, the results are in. I got all of them. The first vessel that I bought was this vase. I liked it because of the size, hated the color. I'm going to be changing that in the upcycling video. I also liked this because this rich texture, there's also a chip in it. This rich texture is super trendy right now. It also had a circular opening for, let's just be honest, I'm not putting flowers in this. I'm going to put greenery. I don't like flowers. This item was also a part of that polled group of friends that I asked everyone about, and it is this vase. And I also liked how big this is. In a lot of the stores that I went in, which was 2, there was just a lot of small vases. So to find something that was this big, I really liked. And it also gives me major restoration hardware vibes. It has this really cool texture at the mouth or the lip of it. Also has an opening. And I think this was $30. This one was kind of expensive, but this thrift store in general was expensive and I hated paying $30. Another item that I got that was a part of that poll is this amber glass table vase. I really liked it because I'm obsessed with amber glass now. It's kind of trending a little bit too. This reminds me of anthropology. I don't know where I'm getting these things from in my head. It also has an opening for greenery. This was like $40, but I eventually negotiated my way to $25 because I bought more than one thing. I also got 2 ice buckets and they were $5 each, so I got both of them for $10. They also came with tops that I probably frisbeed across the room to the garbage because I'm not going to use it. And I figured I could turn these into something really cool, like wine glasses. The next 2 items, I want you to write in the comments if they remind you of Winnie the Pooh. It can't be just me. I found these 2 pots, super Winnie the Pooh vibes. I am obsessed with ceramics. My ceramics teacher in college, I took that class as an elective, mostly because the teacher looked like Damon Salvatore. I'm probably not going to do much to this. It's the perfect size. I love the colors. I love that it has a top. This was $8. I thought it was a steal. It's the perfect size to put in a shelf. I am a sucker for anything that has these little handles on it. to be honest, that's why I bought it. I don't think it's the prettiest decorated vase, but I really like the shape and I really like the size. This was $8. I am a Scandinavian with a touch of boho and industrial type of girl. So when I saw this item in the thrift store, I knew that I needed it, and there was no way I was going to let anyone else have it. It is a candle holder. When I saw this, it gave me very industrial CB2 vibes. It had the prong for the pillar candle, the raw pillar candle, and it also had an opening for a tapered candle. Needed it! $2. Usually, I see a lot of cylindrical, circular shaped objects in thrift stores, but this one has an opening that's, what is this? An oval? Wow. This was $5. And I also got this one that's a diamond. I loved the lines in it and it just looked different. So I bought it. I need it. I want it. I bought it. Have you seen that TikTok? Is it just me? Okay. The next vessel that I bought reminds me of a circus tent.
My life is a circus.
This is how I justify what I buy. What does it look like and does it remind me of something happy? I mean, I think it looks like a circus tent. To be honest, that's the only reason why I bought it. I just thought it was worth $5. Another little drop of who I am. I am obsessed with coffee table books. I don't know why. I don't read them. I don't think anybody that comes over to your house reads them, but you need them on your coffee table. If you don't have coffee table books on your coffee table, is it even a coffee table? Questions. The problem is they're so expensive. So when I go into a thrift store, I always look to see if they have books, but it takes a little finesse to find really nice ones. So here's a trick. When I go into a thrift store, the first thing I look for is a book that's interesting. Who really wants to put a book about sheep on your coffee table? So I found this one, Interior Design Business Handbook, which I thought was relevant, and I would actually look through a few pages of this. That's what I did in the store. First, I look for a book that's interesting. Then I look for a book that's a hardback. Hardback, always. And then if it is a hardback, I sneakily take off the cover of the book. And then I look at the actual cover, the real cover, not the plastic, and I see if that's in good shape. Take it off. You have to be a ninja in the thrift store, okay? And then if that's all good, check. I then look at the spine of the book, because usually when you put coffee table books on your table, you put it like this, or you put it in a bookcase, and you can also see the spine. But I look to see how that looks, to see if the writing is nice, to see if it's free from any scratches. And this has a nice silver embossing, and I thought that was really pretty. I also found this cookbook about paninis. Carbs are life. I did the same thing. I made sure it was a hardback book. I took the cover off. I looked at the hardback part of the book, and then I looked at the spine. This one is also really pretty. It's neutral, and it has some black embossing on the side. And when you put them on top of each other, you have a really pretty library that no one's gonna read. I got both of these for $10 compared to spending $40 and $50 on a coffee table book. However, I do endorse spending a lot of money on coffee table books that you love, like these ones that are some of my favorites. I am excited. Can you tell? I found this. It looks like wine bottle holders when you first look at it, but frustratingly enough, it's not. When I saw it, I was like, I think I can do something really cool with this. I wasn't 100% sure what it was until I really looked at it, and I thought it would hold pillar candles, but then I thought to myself, that's pretty small, like my hand can't even fit through it. I was going to get it anyway, and when I was about to check out, I found these marble candle holders for tapered candles. I don't know if it was a sign. I don't know if it was the rosé god smiling at me. I thought these might have fit, and I tried it, and they did fit. Now you have this really pretty CB2 inspired candle situation going on, and I fell in love with it. So I probably might not do anything with this either, but you never know until you watch the new video. That's it! It's the end of the haul! I hope you liked enjoyed watching me spend my money. Comment below on which item was your favorite and what you would do with it so that you can give me some ideas. Don't forget to subscribe. It's free. Don't forget to like the video if you had a good time. See you in the next video.
Step away from the Netflix. Check out some other DIY disasters on my channel. Welcome home, homies!